How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to CNC Auto Works. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. If you've been around for a while, you can kind of already tell that I've got my OBS f150 in the shop. Here a while back, I made a video carb swapping this thing. Or not really carb swapping, I didn't make a video doing that. I just kind of done an overview of everything it took to actually carb swap this thing. I kind of showed throttle brackets, linkages, the fuel pressure regulator mounting and routing and stuff like that. I kind of showed everything that I cut out of the harness and trimmed all the injector wires and all that out. And I just left the air conditioner, the temp, oil pressure, stuff like that. Just left the stuff I wanted to keep to make the dash work. But the one thing I didn't do was necessarily wire the fuel pump in right. And today, since I've got it in the shop and we were tinkering with this thing anyways, I am going to try what a subscriber actually told me to do. I can't think of the name off the top of my head, but he made comment in the comments. But he wound up telling me in not so many words that basically he took the time to figure out how to turn on the fuel pumps. And he didn't go into great detail, but I'm going to try to get it figured out. The one thing that I didn't do very cleanly when I did carb swap this is I just pulled the relay and I jumped it. You can see I got a little jumper wire there. You turn the key on, pump comes on, it stays on. Well, the problem with that is it's not really running through a relay, so it don't have a nice, good 12-volt current. It's really just running off an ignition. And the fuel pumps kind of pull too much juice just to run off the ignition like that, so I didn't really like it. But I can turn the key on here, and you can hear the fuel pumps come on with just this jumper wire. And then we're going to pull this jumper wire out. And I'm going to try to kind of figure out what this subscriber was telling me on what he went about doing to get the relay to work properly without running any wires or anything back to the actual fuel pump. But I'm going to go ahead and turn on the key, and you should be able to hear the pump come on. I don't know if you can hear it with the buzzer, but it is on. I'm going to go ahead and pull this wire. You can probably hear it turn off. So I'm going to go ahead and jump this little jumper wire. It never got hot or anything, but it just always kind of made me a little nervous. So what I'm going to do is I got my factory forward relay. I'm going to shove her back in. And we're pretty much done inside this box. We're going to go ahead and get rid of it. Well, over here on the inner fender, kind of tucked back here in this corner, you got an OBD port. Now, the way these are made, they're super simple. They don't have everything like the OBD2 ports. But this gentleman was pretty much telling me that he wound up grounding this plug, is I think what he was trying to say. And by grounding this plug, he actually got the fuel pumps to turn on and stay on like they're supposed to. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and ground it. I got a little jumper wire here. Because right now, I'm going to show you what it does right now with just a relay. Say you just carb swapped it. We're going to go ahead and turn the key on. And it just cycles the pump for just a second. See there, pump already turned off. Key was turned on, pump's already turned off. I apologize for this light. It's kind of messing things up. But I got my little jumper wire here. And actually on this port, I'll get you guys in here. This is actually the fuel pump test port right here. And I've already gone ahead and kind of figured it out, I think. I stuck a ground wire to all of these, and for some reason it never popped the fuse. I figured it would have popped the fuse somewhere, but it never did. But I think if I ground this out on this fuel pump side, it'll actually let the fuel pump run. All right, let's try that. You can hear the fuel pump running. Fuel pump's running constantly. I'll go ahead and kill the key. Now by doing that, you can actually hear the relay clicking. I don't know if you can hear that. He's going to cycle the key, and maybe you can hear the relay click. I'm actually going to put my finger on top of the relay to see if I can feel it clicking. But I'm pretty sure it's working like it should now. Go ahead. Yes, I can feel that fuel pump relay clicking now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get me a couple of connectors. And I'm going to go ahead and run me a permanent ground wire. And do all that good stuff. And then I'm going to go ahead and put it back in here like it should be. That port just sits inside of this connector just sits inside that port. I'm gonna go ahead and run me a wire and put me a little blade connector in there. Should just drop in there. I'm gonna go ahead and do all that, and then I'll get back with you and kind of show you what I've done, so you'll know more in detail what to do to actually get the fuel pumps to operate on one of these OBSs when you're carb swapping. And we're back. I went ahead and ran me a wire over here and grounded it on the old air box bracket deal. I probably should have pulled this out when I did the carb swap, but it actually holds the coolant tank and all that stuff, so it just stayed. And then I actually ran it down there, and then so I could go ahead and make that look as factory as possible. I just used one of these deals. I don't even know what they're called. Couldn't even start to tell you. But I just clipped it on one of the wires, and we should be good to go. We'll see if this thing starts, if I got enough battery. It's been sitting for a while. Had a charger on it for a little bit. So I'm going to let my little brother jump inside, see if we can start it. See if that pump stays on. If so, we'll call today a success. Sounds like the pump's staying on. Yes, it will start. make it run while you're doing your carb swap. I want to thank everybody for watching. Until next time, we'll catch you later.